Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I'm hoping that the video stream is going to be a little better. It looks like it is, I think. Yeah, it looks like it's cleared up today. Let's hope so, anyway. One last cookie. Um, yeah, that looks clearer, I think. Let me know if how the picture looks. And, of course, the audio. Audio should be good, I guess. Let's check out and see who we got hanging with us. We have Mr. Darren Birds. Happy Friday, sir. Paul Stewart's in the house. Good morning. Happy Friday. Troy Pritchard. Happy Friday. Happy October 1st. That's right. Brand new month. Brand new month. So 9 months down already. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. There you go. Seriously. Good morning, everyone. TGINF. Rained again all night. Rain total last 3 days. 8 inches. Holy cow, Larry. You better get out in your shop and start building an ark or something. That's a lot of rain. Leo Steger says, good morning, everyone. Inventory is almost done. Now, hopefully back to 4 hours a day now. All right, good deal. Let's see. Thomas Grimm is here. He's wanting to know where you're at, Larry. I think, aren't you down around Austin? Somewhere in there? Let's see. Dennis Nolan's here. It's been a fast 7 days since last Friday. Yep, they roll around quick. Darren Bird's happy. He's got a new coffee maker. Excellent, excellent. Clyde's here this morning. Good morning, Clyde. As is Jesse. Good morning, Jesse. Ronald Cool's in the house. Good morning, Ronald. Wilson Rubottom. Good morning. Thank you for the thumbs up. Kevin Els. Good morning. Paul says it looks good today. Yeah, maybe it's just me. I guess it looks the same as this one, because this is my StreamYard one, and that's the YouTube one. So I guess it's okay. Thomas says it looks fine. Okay, we'll go with that then. George is here. He says, great and glorious Friday, bright sun, clear sky, and cool air in southeast Michigan. Wilson says, clear as a bell. All right. Well, as clear as 720p can be, I guess. Gary Hammett, good morning. Clyde says, clear today. George says, the internet is treating you good today. Yeah. Jim Shears, good morning, Jim. Glad to see you. Bart Bixel's here. Good morning. Jim says 8 inches of rain would flood us out. There you go. It says outside of Austin in Dripping Springs. Okay. I thought you were somewhere around Austin. Jim's up there in Northwest Indiana, I guess. That's where he is. Curtis is here. Good morning, Curtis. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was yesterday. At the end of every broadcast, when you use StreamYard, at the end of every broadcast, when you shut it off, there's a thing that'll pop up and it'll say, how did it go? They want feedback and stuff. So, and normally there's a button that you put bad or you put good. And I just always hit good. And, then I don't give them any other comments. I just like, yeah, it's good. And it always is. But yesterday really sucked. I went back, tried to watch it on the big screen TV in the house. And I'm like, oh man, I can't even watch this. It's terrible. So I appreciate you guys for hanging in with me yesterday, because I should have just turned it on my, I don't even know how to do it now. I should have just done this and turned it on my avatar. That would have been better to watch than the blurriness. But it was weird because the comments, when I would post a comment like this up there, they were clear. it was only the video, and you guys said the audio was okay, and that's what I heard too. But anyway, as soon as I closed the broadcast yesterday and that thing popped up, I put bad to send them feedback, and I said, yeah, the video sucked, but the audio was fine. And then before I shut this down out here, I went and did 3 different what you call it, speed checks, where you can check your internet thing. And all 3, I mean, totally 3 different companies. And all 3 of them were within a little bit of each other. And they were right where I'm supposed to be. So, I don't have great internet stuff, but I have way more than enough to do these broadcasts, as you should know, because I do them all the time. So I don't think my internet was a problem. I don't know whether it was a Spectrum, because that's who my internet's with. I don't know if it was a issue for this area or possibly a StreamYard problem. I don't know. But I just think it's weird that the audio was fine. Because usually when you have a bad internet connection, everything's jacked up. Your row body with the audio and the video buffers and all that kind of stuff. But it didn't really buffer. It was just blurry as heck. So I don't know. But anyway, it's back right today, looks like. John Howard's here. Good morning, John. David's here from Portal Woodworks. Good morning, David. From Swainsboro, Georgia. Jim Senicola is also here. Says nice today, heading up 72. Good deal. That's really good shop weather there. It's you was talking about all that rain you're getting, Larry. I think it's coming this way because Joanne, I love my Joanne. She said this morning that I think there's a chance, just a slight chance of rain today, not even worth talking about really. And again, another chance Saturday, and as the days go on, the chances increase. But then she says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's probably going to be rainy. But I don't care. I got lots of stuff to do. I'll probably be out here turning. So I'm cool with the rain stuff. Except it makes it bad if it's raining very hard because, metal roof and hard to shoot video. I can turn, but it's, of course, it doesn't really matter because a lot of times turning, you can't really talk during the turning anyway because you've got especially now I got this thing that I'm wearing and my face shield. So you sound kind of silly anyway trying to talk. Can't understand yourself. So most of the time when I turn, even though I might record sound, it's all sped up about 4 times, and then I just narrate if there's anything I need to say. So Thomas Grimm says the autofocus seems a bit twitchy now. I don't know if you're talking about this stream or maybe you're talking about my video's been wonky. I don't know. My camera, it's a wonder that camera still works because it's out here in all this dust. Sometimes it just gets covered up in the dust. And I did take my little air compressor and blow it off a little bit. But yeah, I've had a couple of issues with it where I didn't know it, and I'm doing this long spiel on a video, and then it's like, going in and out trying to focus and stuff. But I usually keep it on autofocus because my eyesight is so bad that whenever I try to put it on manual focus, I do terrible. So I found that I'm better off to leave it on autofocus, and then I need to keep that little square someplace where I'm not going to be throwing my hand, because if you take your hand and push it towards that, it tries to refocus. So I don't know whether that might be what you're talking about, Thomas. But yeah, I've noticed that in a couple of my videos recently. But I'm not going to go back and try to reshoot it because, I'm just not. Sorry. But Speaking of cameras, oh man, that's good. If you notice my little post I put on Instagram, I guess it went on Facebook too. I worked yesterday making you can't see all of it, but that's part of it right there. But there's a knob right there where those two pieces join, and then I can loosen that and swing that other down. Then I can put my little, I call it a faux pro. It's like a GoPro, except it's way cheaper. So it's a faux pro. And did a little test with an overhead view of the lathe. And first I was out here just by hand holding it over the lathe and at different distances up, trying to figure out where is the right distance. And I found that where my control box is right here, if I bring the camera down to where it's just about even with the top of that box, I seem to get the best view, because I kept having to do little tests and then run it in the house, put it on a computer. And this thing has one of those little tiny SD cards, and I hate that because they're really hard to get in and out, and I'm always afraid I'm going to lose it. So instead of taking the card out, I just go plug it up with the cable and then pull the video off that way. But I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's going to work well, and it will help make my videos a little better, maybe. Let's see. Dennis says, what size round stickers is recommended getting ready to order? Just looking back at all the stickers I've got there, if they're a square-ish type sticker, they're probably about, I don't know, most of them I see are probably about 3.5 or 4 inches square. And then the ones that are round stickers, I got a bunch of round ones. Mark Lindsay's is round. Well, no, it's kind of round. He's got Mark Lindsay CNC underneath it, I think. Southern Ginger is round. Moon Pie Creations is round. And they're probably about 3, I'd say 3-4 inches diameter, something like that, is probably pretty much the standard size. You get anything too small, even though it'll be shown in my video when I'm shooting video, you won't be able to read it. You know, if you create like Mark Lindsay's got the perfect one, because, you know, he's got the glasses and the big mustache and stuff. It's so recognizable. You can spot that in anybody's video and go, oh, he's got a Mark Lindsay even though you can't read the Mark Lindsay CNC at the bottom of it. Or even if it's just one of the round ones that just has that thing, that's a good logo, because anybody that sees it in a video, you don't have to be able to read anything. You just say, yep, that's Mark right there. Let's see. Jim says, what did I use to make the speed display on my lathe? Jim, I used, I can't think of the brand name. But if you go back to that video and go down in the description, I have a link to the little tachometer thing that I use. There's a bunch of them on Amazon. Man, there are mosquitoes flying around here. There's a bunch of them on Amazon. I think they're about $15-20, something like that. They're really cheap, and it's just using a little Hall effect sensor and a magnet. You stick a magnet on the shaft someplace. They work great. They work great. I tell you, I am really loving that lathe. Every time I use it now, I'm like, man, this thing is cool. And I know it's a Harbor Freight. I don't care. Say what you want. Actually, I don't know. Can y'all read that where that gold sticker is on gold lettering on my box. I made a thing for my. Let me. Man, acorns are falling big time this morning. Let me see if I can pull a picture up because I doubt if you can read it. I know the picture's clearer, but it's probably not. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Jim, if you watch my video, what I'm doing is I'm using that same uh, Reeves drive pulley part on the main spindle shaft. But the only thing is because I'm having trouble finding a pulley that's got a 24 millimeter bore, which is what that crazy thing is. And so I'm just using the Reeves drive on that and just not moving that lever. It's stuck in 5. But what I did is when I first started doing it, I put it in 3 and I thought, yeah, that might work in number 3. I'll just leave it there. But then I found when I got it all, started testing it, I could only get to about 1400 RPM. And I'm like, nah, I need to try to get a little faster than that. So I went to move the lever over and I'm like, why? The lever's hitting on something. And I forgot that Hall effect sensor because it's squeezed in there, about the only place I could put it. Or not the only place, but the only place I could put it and get it inside where it's not seen. And that makes it where when I move that thing over to 5, that's as far as I can go because now I'm up against the bracket of that Hall effect sensor. So I'm leaving it there. I can get a little over 1600 RPM. That's really not as fast as I want it to go because normally the stock thing it says would go from 600 to 2400. So I'd like to get about 2500 RPM out of it, but I'm still looking for a better pulley and until I find, or I may make one. I'm thinking about making one. All right, let me see here. I'm going to see if I can pull up. I got some pictures I want to show y'all since you can't. Let's see if I can do this. I think I can. I'm getting better at this now. Let's see here. These pictures, when I bring them up here, they don't. Okay, here's the one of them I wanted to show you. Yeah, I'm poking a little fun at the snobs that don't like Harbor Freight. But let me show you this picture I decided to put on my, or not a picture, but a decal, I guess, that I decided to put on my my lathe here. Let's see. Yeah. Now, I hope you can read that. In case you're having trouble. Let's see if I can do it bigger. That doesn't do it much bigger. Well, let's see. I can do this. There we go. Now this is kind of a inside joke. The logos on the Powermatics, the high dollar lathes, which is what I would really like to have. They say Powermatic, the gold standard since 1921. So I got to thinking about it and I'm like, well, I don't know. I kind of like my little Harbor Freight, but now when people ask me what kind of lathe you have, I'm going to tell them I have a Harbormatic and it's the bronze standard. Well, since it's a Harbor Freight, it's the bronze standard since 2021. And because that's when I bought it and did this mod. So that's what I'm saying I got now. I got a Harbormatic. So there you go. So anyhow, But I am really liking it. It does everything I want it to do. That treadmill motor is freaking awesome. I can I mean, it'll do everything that I need a lathe to do that the original Harbor Freight would not do. One is now with the treadmill motor and the use of that forward reverse switch, you can flip it both ways. It wouldn't go in reverse with the stock motor. It'd only go one way. Plus, with the Reese drive pulley system, using that as a variable speed, it's way too fast if you got something out of balance on there. Now I can turn it on and I can set it for like 50 RPM if I want to, which is cool if you're trying to do like some using some epoxy or something as a finish, because you need to put it on, but it needs to be moving so it doesn't run, but you don't want it so fast that it's slinging off everything. So, yeah, it'll do that. The speed control is awesome, because now there's no fiddling around changing pulleys with the belts and stuff. It's all on that one pulley. And plus I have the tack so I can see how fast I'm going. So let's see. Clyde says, I'm having trouble reading your clipboard. Are you talking about that whiteboard back there? Oh, no, there's a clipboard. Yeah, that has a spreadsheet that has that's got stuff about segmented turning. It's got a list of different segments. I forget how it's laid out, how many segments you want, how long they need to be to get this diameter or something like that. Yeah, that's what that is. Is there some way to search for the show when you discuss the tachometer? Well, if you just go to, let's see if I can find it for you. Let's see here. Oh, I'm probably on the wrong thing here. Probably my video will go all wonky. Me opening up these other tabs. Let's see. I was going to try to put a link, but if you go to just go to my YouTube channel and search for the video where I say add it. The video is called "How Fast Am I Turning?" And that's the video where I add that same type of tack that I have here. How I'm adding one to my little Nova Comet 2. They're really simple. It's not hard. You just have to have a 12 volt. I mean, you could use a battery because it has to use between, I think, 8 and 13 volts or something like that. So they say you can hook a 9-volt battery if you want, but then it'll go out eventually. So, yeah, if you just go to my YouTube channel and go look up, and it wasn't that long ago. It was like a month or so ago when I did that. But yeah, they're really simple. They use a magnet. You have to make sure you put the magnet the right way, because it only works on one polarity. I can't remember which one is north or south. But anyway, if you stick the magnet on there, Jim says I just turned fuzzy. Well, it might have been because I had that other tab open. I've closed it now. Anyway, when you stick the magnet, and I talk about this in that first video where I'm showing how to do it. If you stick the magnet on there and fire it up and you don't get any reading, it's because you have to take the magnet off, flip it over. Yeah, Jim says north. Yeah, and it'll stick both ways. But if you stick it on there and you turn it and it doesn't show anything, just take the magnet off, flip it over, and then it will start working. But they work really well. And it's a cheap, like I said, they're like 15 or 20 bucks. And I have a link to that tack in that video that you're talking about, the one where I added the thing to my Nova Comet lathe. And then I also have the link to the video talking about my Harbor-matic. Yeah, Jim says, I have the sensor part now. The company I work for invented proximity switches. Yeah, so you know all about that stuff. That's easy peasy stuff for you. But yeah, hunt you a treadmill, Jim. I'm telling you, you will love that thing once you get it set up. If you get it set up like the way I have mine set up, you will love that thing. I don't care if it is a Harbor Freight lathe. It is because, like I said, I've got mine. It's way heavier now because I've got. If you watch that video, you saw how I added the little. I don't know. It's just basically some 2x4s. I made some braces underneath, and then the lathe stand has holes in the bottom of the feet where you can bolt it to the floor because they know it's the thing's real light. But I just use that to bolt to those 2x4 braces I made. That way the legs are much more sturdier, and then I can also lay those boards across. And I've got, let's see if you can see. You can see some of them. I've got 4-inch by 8-inch by 16-inch concrete cap blocks down there. And according to, because when I ordered them, I went back and looked, and they weigh about 35 pounds a piece. So that would be 140 pounds, and then the weight of the boards. And I've got some other stuff there. I probably got about another 150 pounds in addition to the 175 or 80 pounds that the lathe weighs. So it's pretty rock solid now. It's so much. That's why I like it so much better, because now when I'm turning stuff, I don't have the chatter and stuff like I used to have with that little bitty MIDI lathe. But anyway, I got one more picture I was going to show y'all. Something I noticed today. Today's the first of the month, and let's see if I can go back and find it. Where'd it go? On the first of every month, I always give my dog, the Jackster, I always give him his monthly medic. He's on meds just like I am. Not to because there's anything wrong with him. It's just preventative stuff. But it's I was just here. Come on. Now, why is that doing that? It's not showing me the little pictures. All right. Oh, there's my timer. All right, so I got to find this quick here. But anyway, I was giving him his Jack and even Rocky for years. I've always given him heart guard for heartworm protection. And dang it, this isn't doing it. Let me try that again. Let's see if I can close that out. Try it again, folks. I don't know why it's not giving me the little icons now so I can see which picture I'm clicking on. Oh, there they come. It's just taking a while. Because I got a bunch of pictures on my phone there. I'm trying to pull them straight off my phone too. That's not helping probably. This is it, I think. Shoot, his picture's kind of. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah. So let me show you this picture. So as I got ready to give Jack his heart guard step this morning, I noticed something that I had never noticed before. But check this out. They're always talking about ivermectin being the horse dewormer, or cattle dewormer, or whatever it is. But apparently, I saw that this morning. I'm like, oh, look, there's some ivermectin inside the Heart Guard Plus. Uh, so apparently, I've had some COVID treatment in my house all this time. Didn't even know it. Except the 51 to 100 pounds, that's not going to cut it for me. So anyway, I thought that was funny that I saw that on there. In fact, Jack is so big because he's about 125 pounds. He has to take one of these for the 51 to 100-pound dogs, and I have to give him a smaller one that's for the 25 to 30-pound dogs or whatever. So he has to take two of them because he's so damn big. But yeah, all right. Well, let's. I hope the picture stayed clear. It looks like it stayed. Where do you buy it for humans? I don't think you just walk up and buy it. I think, but you can get you can get it prescribed. They make it for humans to treat stuff. Too late to get started on this now because I'm ready to get out of here. But yeah, that's the big thing. The big pharma doesn't want you to talk about that because it's a lot cheaper and it's working as a treatment for the people who can get it. Clyde says first is pension time. Yeah, buddy. Good deal. All right, let's get out of here and get this weekend kicked off. I will have video come out at 0600 tomorrow morning. I was late last week. Didn't get it out till Monday, but I will have one in fact, it's already up there, scheduled and everything, ready to go. And I'm going to be out here today with my fancy Faux Pro working on next week. So anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Be safe out there, and we will see y'all Monday morning for number 403. See y'all.